Jump from Vela, and there it is! Well, you always remember your first.
Friday Night Football, beautiful shot of LA, one of my favorite streets there, right around Koreatown. He hit the wheel turn, get a good show. Maybe Iveche Sangala was playing, and yes. I know Sully would be front row center to take it all in. LAFC Montreal, and look at the tifo on Pride Night. It is Freddie Mercury, 32-52, and all the fans. You definitely rocked us. How about that?
Doesn't get better than that with Freddie, particularly coming off that amazing movie that we've taken over last year. But the environment, the atmosphere is phenomenal tonight.
Man, that well done. Just beautiful artwork. And that is a great way to kick things off as we introduce you. Well, George Michael representative here as well. Very cool on Pride Night. Very proud that our club is involved with this and makes it such an important part of the calendar. All right, so LAFC, last game in the month of March. They have another game June 1st, and then as a clean set of heels, the Impact starting 11 is as followed. Their coach is Remy Gard.
Yeah, when you look at it, look no further than the back line. Lovett's on the left. You see Bakary Sagna coming in. I mean, the pedigree playing with Arsenal. 36 years old, though. And then in midfield, Tara Azira, Shom, and up top, you look at the fantasista Nacho Piatti, right, and Urruti.
Yeah, who could be a counter-attacking machine waiting to pounce for the Impact. Our referee, Armando Villarreal, as we get the starting 11 for LAFC. A couple changes here, including Tristan Blackman joining the back four for the injured Stephen Bennett.
Right, and he's not going to be exactly like Beitashour. There's no Beitashour in the league, but he's also a great athlete, and he's smart, and he's breaking in at the right time into a team that's hitting on all cylinders. Again, that midfield with Atuesta, Blessing, and Mark-Anthony Kaye, I think the best in the league, the way that they work together, the ground that they cover, and the ability to put players like Carlos Vela and Diego Rossi in good positions.
So it's close to their best 11 for LAFC. I think you would put Beitashour in there in a perfect world, but it's pretty close to perfect. As we are underway, Friday Night Football, glorious evening breaking in here in Los Angeles. Glad you could join us on YouTube TV. Glad if you're here to join it. We are underway. LAFC are back! Back in black! And it finds its way immediately back to Tyler Miller. Pride Night Steve Mason, local sports radio personality, as our Falconer, a beautiful tifo celebrating Freddie Mercury. And LAFC looking for 3 points to make this night perfect. Okay. Blackman will be given a license to roam into the attack. So we look at Montreal. They're going to be thrilled playing on this field. If you've seen video of their home games, and they had one against... Oh, goal!
Goal!
Christian Ramirez, a freebie! A monumental mistake from Bush. Regalito! LAFC in front. 1-0, just hitting the 8th minute.
Regalito is right. I mean, that was a total red carpet gift, but again, LAFC highly rewarded for that pressure. And that's when you get forwards that press, that go out of that comfort zone. It's a skipping ball. Poor touch right here, comes off the knee. Ramirez just puts himself in a position, could have been a cutback, and he's rewarded with a goal.
I don't know.
Huge mistake.
That's a huge mistake. And we talked about LAFC getting an early goal. They got it in the unlikeliest of ways. Evan Bush did not see the threat right in front of him. 3rd goal of the season for Ramirez. And right back again, Ramirez looking for a second. It works. That is no minor feat here for LAFC. They want to get more goals from their number 9s coming into this game.
Yes.
Last 12 games, 2 goals scored from either Dio or Ramirez. So that is a big lift for that position, and certainly specifically for CR21. If you've seen some of the Montreal games, Stade Saputo.
Great ball.
Latif.
Solito.
Ramirez onside for number 2. Bush makes the save. There was space again for LAFC, so they're finding the cracks there.
Yeah, there's a great little connectivity into the upper third, and then watch Latif Blessing with the outside of the foot just lays a fantastic ball into Ramirez.
Squeezed in there. Still alive. Harvey keeps it on the deck looking for Ramirez. Still for LAFC, maintaining the pressure. Latif still looking for his first goal of the season. All the way through.
Does well.
Corner kick.
You know, when you insist and you see that those explosive accelerations from Rossi and Latif Blessing, it opens things up. You know, the low center of gravity, the hydraulics kick in, and they get down, and it's very difficult to defend that type of movement.
Great weekend to be driving in your Chevy Impala with hydraulics here in Los Angeles. If you're driving around listening to ESPN 710 radio, Dave Denholm on the call does a great job. Our good friend in the booth alongside us. This is Atuesta's corner. It's Kay! Oh, they would love to get a goal from a corner kick. They have 2 this season. The amount of corner kicks they get, they've had so many chances. They almost got one there from Mac. And they get another corner kick, and this time it will be Vela to take. Vela right there in the middle. It was Blackman and Segura in the vicinity. 2 well-hit corner kicks. LAFC's possession moving right along in the first half. Freakish goal by LAFC. Evan Bush miscleared it, and there was Christian Ramirez to pop it in. Blackman throwing some weight around. Flat ball, Rossi.
Again, fantastic.
There's Latif. Ramirez.
Must be. Again, Atuesta, you know, having that presence of mind and that nuance to be able to make a feint. He uses the hips more than Shakira on the field. I mean, he put a great little feint right there and just pulled it back behind.
That's
big opportunity for Ramirez.
I think you have to be happy of the involvement of Blackman as well on that sequence.
I think that just the precision is lacking a little bit. There's 2 or 3 times where they're recovering up high, pressing with a little bit of hyper pressing, and having the opportunity to transition right away in a positive situation, but it's just been a little bit off the connectivity.
Space here, and Vela one-on-one. Lovitz in front of him. Going right to left to feed that left peg. Didn't work out there. Yati will stop and start. Almost worked. Zimmerman did not know Urruti was behind him. Does now. Kay. Locked into the midfield.
This is good football here.
And this is Bob Bradley.
When you see Rossi drop off 10 yards.
I remember he said this is where they want us. We want to play here.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to play us here? If you want to get us wide, this is where we're going.
Since it's Montreal, l'Impact Montreal, they call that in France, they say l'axe, the axe of the field. Okay. And that's where LAFC dominate. What a ball.
Carlito!
Maravilloso!
15 goals, 15 games. Carlitos, señores y señoras. LAFC 2, Montreal 0.
Maravilloso. That was a phenomenal collective goal. When you look, we were just talking about playing in the axis of the field and those splitting balls in the pregame that we talked about. Incisive, locating the killer forward. Carlito Vela just runs right off the cuff of the central defense, and Diallo is 2 yards behind him. Exquisite touch, easy placement, golazo.
And now you get that feel of LAFC running rampant, like we saw against San Jose, like we saw against DC United. Montreal have to be cautious. Carlos Vela now has more goals than he scored all of last season. Had 14 in 2018, 15 with the flash here. And Evan Bush, the deer in the headlights, with Vela coming his way. Atuesta. Lob towards Blackman. And you talk about the second goal. Atuesta intercepts, trying to get it to Rossi. Diego Rossi still tied for third in Major League Soccer with 7 goals, only behind Vela and Zlatan. Vela. Oh, Rossi,
what a ball.
Can he get there? He has. Latif!
It's got to be.
Onside! Yes! It's an avalanche! LAFC make it 3! And for the first time in 2019, Latif Blessing has a goal. And he earned it, and he deserved it.
Fantastic team goal, and like you said, cascade of just wave of momentum of attacking and really picking the right choices here. And great precision, good quick half touch. Vela right here with an exquisite diagonal ball, and then Rossi with the presence of mind to pick him out with the outside of the foot. Great little sidestep from Vela. Look at him orchestrate. Rossi does one better. That's beautiful football. That's champagne football. Un baile.
Campaña.
Un baile.
Baile, a dance.
They're painting the field.
In the 31st minute by number 7,
Latif Blessing. They love him. And we talk about a guy who can play everywhere. And Angela Hucles was my +1 last week. She said Latif's going to score. She was off by 1 game. But here he is in this midfield where he'll get goal-scoring opportunities. He had 5 goals last season. Now he has 1. But I would say his impact this year much, much bigger. Stepping through, Sham. Chance.
Fantastic.
Shamit Sham, one of the young Canadian players making an impact from Edmonton. Ball over the top. Vela.
Oh, what a touch. He's got him.
Rossi! Diego!
Evan Bush, spectacular anticipation there. And that was a tough one because he's opened up his hit. Again, Carlos Vela, with this touch, he took that down like Roberto Baggio in the Serie A. That was amazing.
Carlos was demonstrative after he saw the miss. As we are about 5 minutes deep in the second half, and with that, let's check in. We'll hold off to see if LAFC have anything here. K.
Great.
Teeth. Vela.
Fantastic.
Onside. Carlitos.
Mamma mia.
Yes, he says.
Offside.
Oh, the flag comes up. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take it. That flag. Well, Bob Bradley's going to have a chat with the 4th official. And they may have to review this.
He's been hard done on a few of these.
The flag is down, the flag is down, the flag is down, 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 down. Now it's up. Bob Bradley, I think, as we talked about, he's saying this is, why does it have to be that long? If you think it's offside, he's had 4 touches in there, raise the flag before something bad happens.
This is great football.
Is breathing down their neck, so LAFC has to keep that edge. Ramirez thumps it!
What a strike. Fantastic. Why not? And you see Bob Bradley there. He was following that one. That was a laser.
What did you like?
Great circulation of the ball. Initially it was Marc-Anthony Kaye. He plays out to Westa. Then they triangulate in the midfield. They play out wide. They locate Ramirez, and Ramirez with a 25-yard strike. Fantastic.
All 3 goals tonight from LAFC from open play. That is their specialty. Set piece opportunity at the door. Goal. Oh, yes! Tristan Blackman with the Peinado comb-over header. And they got their set piece goal and their 4th of the night. And how about you, Tristan? What a moment for him.
Massive, impeccable timing. Look at the delivery. Great runaway, separates from his man right at the doorstep. Snap header, tucks that away easily. Fantastic goal. Emphatic header.
First career MLS goal.
Again, I love, not many people pay attention to the approach, but Carlos Vela, short approach. One step, boom. Like Zola did, like Maradona did, like all the great ones, great lefties.
John Franco Zola?
Yes. Okay, goal. Fantastic.
You talk to the coaching staff for LAFC. Blackman, they eventually see him as a central defender. Tough to crack into the center back pairing for LAFC right now, as good as Zimmerman and Segura have been playing, but making ways as a right back. And now this goal. You talk about important goals for guys that you really could have used one. Ramirez, top of the list. Latif gets his first. And now Tristan Blackman in his second start of the season.
Great guy, too, by the way. He almost came to MLS. You know, Chris Henderson was going to send a plane from Seattle. I was trying to arrange it to bring him.
There's some inside information. Yeah. Probably still looks like he's 13 years old.
Yeah, he was amazing. And, you know, that was Messi's favorite player.
Uh-oh. Tyler Harvey still going back. Finally forward. That'll do.
Well done.
On the foot of Rossi. Sanya. Slips it through Urruti. There's Atuesta. Bangs off, and it's going to go in. It's going to be an own goal on Eddie Segura, and Montreal at least have wiped away the prospects of a clean sheet and have a little hope here in the 70th minute. That one will hang on Segura. 4-1 the score. Credit Urruti with the pressure.
Great pressure from Urruti. You see, he just goes and slides, floats off the tackle. Unfortunate there for Eddie Segura.
A good payoff for the Impact. They get one. And Andre Horta is up on the LAFC sidelines. So after his best contribution of the season, another sign that he's getting into the fabric of this team. Okay. Profe. That one's offline. All right. Out of play. The stars are out here tonight, I've been told, Javrina, as Andre Horta comes in. What does your perspective look like down there?
Yeah, Max. So I just spoke to Jared Goff, quarterback for the Rams, who's here tonight, and he said that LAFC has a great atmosphere and that he's really impressed with the 32-52 and that he definitely wants to come back and possibly be a Falconer. Back to you, Max.
Between you and Sullivan, all this news breaking. We know where your allegiances lie, Javrina, and your football team. We need to get some Chargers in here. I know Rogandino's got my back on that one. We're going to get Derwin James. Great ball, Vela. Dio onside. Dio! No. Oh. ¿Qué pasó? Second time, too. Dio has
fantastic ball. Look at the entry ball here. Good collection initially, but then he decides to take that second touch. And he loses the angle. Unfortunately, might have got clipped on the ankle a little bit.
And we'll talk about the week ahead, heading towards an important benchmark game against Portland for a variety of reasons. That's behind the LAFC defense. Jackson Hamill, of course, he's going to get a penalty.
Yeah.
This is not the way the story was supposed to unfold here. Yellow card as well for Walker Zimmerman, but some ball watching, asleep at the wheel, and Montreal slipped in.
Absolutely, gets split within a fantastic ball. He's at full speed, and he's just trying to catch him. This is a big mistake to make that. You're behind the player. You can still put yourself in a good position, and Tyler Miller was in a good position still. I mean, you're 50-50 still at that point.
Safir Taider will take the penalty. It was the substitute, Jackson Hamill, who made the play. So nice impact there from the substitute. A discussion now between Daniel Lovitz and our referee Armando Villarreal. They're looking at something here.
Usually that conversation is whether or not he was the last man.
Yes.
Right. And to differentiate between whether it was a yellow or a red. Big opportunity here for Montreal.
Chance for penalty save here for Miller. Tighter! Woo! See what I did there?
Yes.
Instead of yes. Because they're from Montreal.
Yeah, a little.
All right, gotcha. 4-2. Tyler Miller guessed right. Almost got there. Just well tucked in by Tyler.
Yeah, good approach right there. Great placement. Nothing you could do there. Tyler Miller full stretched. He read it. And now you look at the game 4-2. I mean, that fourth goal was monumental. and then something that we talked about with Mark Anthony Kaye as well, when you start changing up, different players come into the lineup, you rest Atuesta, you rest Ramirez. Does the level come down? Can you keep that continuity? 15, 20 passes from LAFC, and they're controlling the rhythm at pace and tempo, and then one poor pass. Intended for Rossi, but a little short. Segura.
That's clean from Latif. Play on. Horta.
Rossi.
Dio.
Oh, great ball.
Rossi! No! Diego! Oh, Diego! Oh, Diego!
Beautiful football right here. And you see Horta, a fantastic opening ball right here. Diamandi one better. And you can see the idea with Rossi. He wants to just curl that in the far post.
He's had a lot of chances. Like your point, he's had a great game.
Yeah.
It's just that final touch to score. Puts his head down, but he'll pick it right back up.
Magnificent game right there. Just a beautiful, choreographed goal. And those are the ones that are just picture perfect if you could finish it.
See if we can get it one more look.
Yes.
And I think the teammates are locked into that. I think that was a great ball from Dio to get Rossi, who has worked so hard. This is great. The Jump for LA Football Club. So I can tell you right now, on the East stand here, 200-300 fans doing the Jump for LA Football Club, and that's something we want. If you can hear me, folks, when you come to the game, when you hear the North End singing, pick up your neighbors on either side of you where you're sitting and Jump for LA Football Club. The idea is to get the whole place going. I can see little pockets.
The whole stadium rocking.
Can you imagine that? Oof, gives me goosebumps.
It's like Brazil, or it's like the Bombonera, right? In Argentina.
There was an article on MLS, and it's going to be Rossi. Well done, Diego. We'll get you there. And Josh Perez will come in. It actually started from the Melbourne Victory Football Club had a similar thing.
Sure. And
then the 32-52 took pieces of that, some other ideas, and came up with this.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Win number 10. There will be a sha-la-la-la. There will be a pump fist. And what a way to kick off your Memorial Day weekend.
Absolutely. A great night of football. And you see it all started by setting the tone, getting the early goals from Christian Ramirez, then Vela doing damage on an exquisite goal, blessing, and then the young Tristan Blackman coming with an important, all-important goal. It was a good opportunity for him to play against a good opponent, and there's still things to work on, obviously, but LAFC is the one team in the league that imposes themselves on every team that they play against.
I do want to start with you on the end on this point, and that is Carlos Vela being Carlos Vela. We watch him on a daily basis. You're around the pulse, and you have the pulse of this team because you're there at training or games all the time. I mean, this guy is a world-class player. And Christopher, you said earlier, one of the best players in this league. Max, you could say right now he is the best player in this league.
He's the best player in this league. He is the best Mexican player anywhere right now, the way he's playing. Those aren't just my words. This is the collected Mexican media. When they heard that he may not play for Mexico this summer, that's devastating. This level of form, whether it's MLS or this Premier League, is just very hard to attain, and he's reaching it. And every time you feel like the foot's coming off the pedal, he stamps on it again, and he's getting a goal every game.
It's a fantastic ball.
If this ends this way, he's getting 38 goals this season, which would shatter the record.
All the time.
The ball is amazing right there. I mean, the ball is spectacular. That's Atuesta, right?
And the one that got called offsides, very similar to that. It's just something that we work on continuously throughout trainings.
And I watch you guys, the patterns of play incrementally, you build with rhythm, but then you're always keeping an eye and scanning the field to find that incisive pass. I think Carlos Vela, you look at Ache from Porto, who's done well, and Chucky Lozano. The difference between both, Chucky Lozano arguably is one of the top Mexican players. Vela is a leader. and he plays so gracefully. He brings the team with him, and he makes players around him better, a la Magic Johnson in that sense. And when you play on a team with a player like that, because he's unselfish, yet he finds his moments, and you want to look for those kind of players.
Yeah. But can I add something to how good he is? He's a great person.
Yes.
One of the best guys I've met on the field, off the field, just super humble, and everyone, genuinely everyone on the team loves him. He's that down to earth.
Well, and you made
that's nice.
Yeah,
No, that is
nice.
But sometimes you get superstars that
absolutely.
He's
aren't fun to be
just
around.
another face in the crowd on this team, if you can say that.
We've heard of a lot of divas come to MLS.
Yes.
You know, Freddie Ljungberg, when he was in Seattle, wanted his own masseuse, and Ziggy was like, you know, God bless him. The
I
late
would
Ziggy.
want my own masseuse.
You know, there's been a lot of stories.
Max,
You've heard them all,
Max
right?
is requesting it today.
Well, I mean, Christopher, you mentioned the Magic Johnson, a parallel to Magic Johnson, and certainly Carlos Vela has that Magic Johnson smile that puts you at ease.
Right.
Even when he commits a hard foul, we saw it a couple of games ago, and all of a sudden the referee comes up and has a smile, and Vela's like, hey, I didn't mean to get him there. And that is the standard, obviously, that players are trying to get to. One young player that certainly would love to have his name in that kind of conversation would be Tristan Blackman. He steps in to start for you tonight at the right back spot, and I thought he did a pretty good job in just his second start of the season.
I can't be too comfortable over here.
I think
he's gonna take
your
my
job
job.
is safe. Your job is safe.
He did fantastic. In all of training, he looked confident. He looked excited and eager to get this opportunity. He had one in Seattle. It was only 45, so I think he was really looking forward to tonight. Playing in front of our crowd, it's different. Playing on the road and playing in front of our crowd, it's completely different, and we're really happy for him to get his first goal and celebrate in front of 3252.
And Christopher, we talked to some of the players this week before we came out, and you could sense that if this young player, just 22 years of age, if he got a little bit of confidence, he was really going to play a good game here tonight, and he did.
Yeah, I think any player that's playing in a career, you're looking for one breakout moment, that takes you to another level. And I mean, he's a Ferrari on the right side, so you don't need to worry. Like they said in Italy with Ronaldo, you take Ronaldo out, on Sunday.
Ferrari
you
with
take
a busted tire right now.
Exactly. But I think decision-making, the game is a little quicker, passing precision. A few times the ubicación, positional sense, was a little off. But overall, I give him a B. Offensively in the game because he scored a goal, and I think defensively I'd say a B-, being honest. But to play with that team in that game, because Montreal is much better than the score reflected.
Wouldn't you agree that
that was a big goal?
And wouldn't you agree that he got forward up in the formation like Steven does?
Yeah, I think intimidation. It's the best form of flattery. What is it? Imitation?
Yes.
I messed that up.
The highest form of flattery.
Highest form of flattery. Yeah. But I think you're rubbing off him a little bit, Beta. And I like that goal as well at the end because for two prongs, because of what you said. If without that goal in the second half, maybe it's 3-2 and this game ends a little differently. And the set piece opportunity to score a goal, to show another wrinkle, I think that keeps defenses honest.
We've been asking for that for quite a while, too. We've been looking for some set-piece goals for LAFC. Speaking of Tristan Blackman, downstairs with Javina right now.
Tristan, congratulations. First goal of the season. Walk me through that play.
No, I'm ready for every opportunity in the box that I get. Luckily, Carlos played a great ball in, and, I got on the end of it. So, can't be more thankful for, the opportunity to play today, and I think I took advantage of it, and hopefully, you get more opportunities to do so.
Tonight was truly a team effort. We saw goals from 4 of you guys. What was the chemistry like on the field?
We try to play the same way every time we step on the pitch. We have a very specific identity, and every time we come out here, we try to play a specific type of football to please our fans, and thankfully it worked out tonight, and we look forward to keep playing our football every time.
Well, congratulations. I'm going to let you enjoy this with your teammates in the 3252.
Thank you very much.
Chance of Beta Sure, which means it's time to
they're
wrap.
saying Brenos.
Yeah, right. It means it's time to wrap things up here on YouTube TV. What a night. On behalf of Beta, Sully, Maxi, Gigi, I'm Rogo, and the rest of our crew. 4-2 is your final against the Montreal Impact. A 10th win on the season. It's on to Portland in search of number 11. We had a great time. Hope you did too, joining us here on YouTube TV. The best place to get all your content for the black and gold. Have a great holiday weekend, everybody. Good night.